Auction time. This is the 8E series auction, 8E01. This one is made from a material I just got at the last nap-in from Eric's Rocks. It's a Mexican green stone of some sort. I can't remember what he called it. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to remember it, but I can't. It's like a in between a, I don't know, high grade raw and obsidian. Yeah, it naps very well, surprisingly well, and it's rare. Obviously, cost me quite a bit just to get a few chunks. Anyway, it's from Mexico somewhere. Somebody knows what it's called. They'll probably say in the comments. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, so it can be thinned down, without too much worry about it snapping in half. It's not snapping halfish. Yeah, it's like a mix between, or it's in between high grade obsidian and high grade raw. It's like, it's very unique. That's all I can say. All right, so the closest I think is opal, but opal is much more delicate and snap and halfish than this stuff. Yeah, but it could be a variety of opal. I don't know. Anyways, let's see what the measurements are on this one. Oh yeah, first let's compare it to a lighter. Okay, just so you can get an idea. And the actual size is a little over 3 inches by a little over inch and, oh, let's see, inch and 3/8. A little over inch and 3/8. The weight on this, can you see? No, of course not. Right there. 230 grains. Can't see. It says 229, 228, 226. Okay. All right. 8E02. This one is Knife River Flint. Yes, yes. Biface. Well, it's a blade. It is sharp all the way around. I picked it sharp. Yeah. So it feels kind of rough. Yeah, I was gonna put some notches in it, but I said no. I'm running out of time. If I rush it, I'll break it. Okay, so Knife River Flint. This one is a little over 4 5/8. Yeah, by inch and a half. Compare it to a lighter. Okay. And let's see the weight. Can't see. You can never see. 588 grains. There's grains, not grams. Okay, 588. All right, for everyone that likes Knife River Flint, there you go. 8E03. This one I started on a live stream. Yeah, or I started on video anyway. Maybe not the live stream. I think it was probably the last video, not the live stream. The last video in a sequence of the no talk videos that I just posted. I think there was 3 parts. This isn't the last part, but I finished it out. I sharpened it all the way around, and I thinned it somewhat more. And I tried to thin this stem, but I ran into some difficulties, so I had to make it more narrow. Originally, it wasn't supposed to be that narrow, but I encountered some issues, and I don't know what happened there. Anyways, that had to stay in. I was not going to try to get that out because it would make it way too narrow. This up here is a little bit crunchy, but it worked out okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's Coshocton chert. I think I mentioned that already. Almost 5 3/8 by inch and 5/8 compared to a lighter. And let's see the weight on this one. $9.58. Can't see. 956 grains. Okay. I know somebody was asking to buy this before the auction, but I'm not selling anything outside the auction anymore. Just whatever I have on back order, that's it. And after that, nothing else outside the auction. Okay. 8E04. This is a dacite blade. I made this, or most of it, at the nap-in I just went to in Letchworth, New York. Okay. It is a kind of a buttery, dark dacite. Kind of in between black and gray. It is sharp. Okay, so this one is 5 1/4. The widest part is 1 1/4 or thereabouts compared to a lighter. And the weight on this one, 564. Yeah, 564 grains, not grams. Okay, I did have some issues with it, like right there. Just be aware. I think I had an issue up here. Yeah, just be aware it's not perfect. And I don't know what to call it as far as something in the archaeological record. I'm sure there's something similar, but anyways, I do like this material. I was going to make some Ishi points from this material. I've got a bunch of it actually. Yeah. Okay. 8E05, another Coshocton piece. Coshocton chert. This one is 4 7/8 by 1 1/4. I think I made this off camera as well at the nap-in, or most of it. But I can't remember. I'm going to try not to remember so I don't mess up. Okay, compared to a lighter. I measured it already, right? Yeah, okay. .506, 504 grains. Okay, Coshocton. Yeah. And there was some issues with this as well. Little inclusions that got me into trouble. Yeah, I didn't feel like notching these blades this week. So another unnotched leaf-shaped blade. Okay. .8E06. This one is on video, completely on video. The last series of Napping the Crud or something like that. Rock Challenge. This piece was not cruddy though. It was a little bit crunchy, but it wasn't too bad. I was able to thin it down and all that without snapping it. I tried to take a flake at the last minute right there, and it didn't feather out. But other than that, the material wasn't too bad. It's all on video. Okay. This one is 1 15/16 by 1 inch, a little bit more than 1 inch. Okay, it's pretty small, comparatively speaking. Is it translucent? No, I don't know. Slightly. It has translucent spots in it, yeah. What is it? What's the material? I think this is Burlington heat treat. Yeah. I think this is a Burlington shirt. Heat treat. Okay. Let's see. It's an art point. Why can't I seem to be able to get the light to turn on the first time? 86 grains. There you go. (8E07). This one is a Jack's Reef pentagonal made of Esopus shirt. High grade stuff. High grade Esopus shirt. Or Onondaga. One of the two. Maybe it's Onondaga. It's either Esopus or Onondaga shirt. Okay, I tried to thin it as much as possible, which, you know, I run into trouble when I try to go really, really thin. So there's some step fracturing on this. It's the correct size and everything. It's just, I don't know about the thinning. I'm not sure how thin these are. I've heard they're very thin. Okay, it is sharp. The size of this one is 2 1/4 by, the widest part is 1 3/16. Oh, I didn't catch it before the light turned off. This one weighs 106 grains. I think these were at little dart points. So it's a reproduction of a Jack's Reef corner notched, okay, made of Onondaga, probably. I said Esopus at first, but it's probably Onondaga, high grade raw Onondaga. And I don't think this material responds to heat treatment anyway. Yeah. Okay. (8E08). This one is a high grade Keokuk point. It looks kind of like a clay point. Yeah, there's projectile points named clay. I think that's what that looks like. Anyway, I just took the easy way out and put this kind of notch in the leaf shape blade. This kind of notching. All right, it may not match anything in the archaeological record. All right, so compared to a lighter, the size of this one is 3 1/8 by 1 3/8. Yeah. (236 grains). Yeah, high grade Keokuk is always nice to nap, and it does sharpen up nicely too. It's a heat treat. High grade heat treated Keokuk. Yeah, this one is done entirely off camera. I did most of this work at the nap in at Letchworth. Yeah. I got this material from Bushy, as well as the Onondaga or the Esopus. I got a bunch of that from him too. All right, so last but not least, 8E09 is an attempt at an Ishi point. It is mostly smoky clear obsidian. It was quite a bit longer, but I messed it up a couple times. I was going to put this in the box of Brooks because I blew out the narrow notch attempt on that side. I got the narrow notched effect on this side, but I blew it out on the other side. Yeah, I've got to develop a better technique for notching into the thicker material. See, it's pretty thick. Ishii's points were actually pretty thick. So I don't know what he did to notch these, but it's very difficult to notch them when it's thick. Yeah. So I got to develop a new tool set or something just to do the notches. Yeah, Ishii style point. Let's see. 2 3/4 by, I don't know, a little bit less than 3/4 wide compared to a lighter. Oops. And let's see the weight. The Ishii style points might not be pointy on the barbs like this. I can't remember. Anyway, it looks similar. Or I could call it a Win2 point, except it's a little bit long. 82 grains. Yes, yes. Yeah, high grade obsidian, although it gets difficult to notch it's not supposed to be difficult to notch as an obsidian. It's supposed to be easy, relatively speaking, but it was not easy to notch this particular piece. Okay? So you can pick it up for a few bucks. Yeah, just be aware I did blow that out on that side. Okay. All right, that's it. No box of brokes and bifaces this week, although I do have some brokes, but not many. I'll probably offer it next time. Okay, the rules are in the description down below. I hope you liked this week's items, and good luck.